Hey guys, before we get into the video, I would like to say that all the music that is going to be put into this video comes from Jaro Mickey. He's a small YouTuber that makes absolutely incredible music, so it would mean a lot to me if you would go check him out and support his channel. He's an amazing person, and I hope he gets more subscribers and a ton of more views. His stuff is absolutely amazing. Thanks, and here's the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to week 2 of the Bushido Gang League. And now, in this week, we are facing the actual leader of the league, if you would believe it. We are facing the leader of the league. Oh, I just need to adjust my mic. We are facing the leader of the league. AttackonSamurrot, link in the description to his YouTube channel will be down below. Now, this is going to be the pre-analysis for the team. Now, I probably will cut it off at some point just because he hasn't quite responded yet, so we're still working on the time for the battle, but I do want to get a pre-analysis in just to kind of get my thoughts about his team. He actually has a very scary team. Well, week 1, no offense to Eric, but up against the Sunset Lake Septos, we actually had a pretty clean strategy and a pretty clean win. Samurotts just really put in all the work here, but against the Washington Samurotts, also known as AttackonSamurrot, we don't really have that clear of a win here. Because if you look at our team compared to his team, he's running Rain, and while we have many counters to Rain, he's also running Trick Room, and Trick Room is something where I have to be very careful around it. Now, I decided this is going to be the team that we are using against AttackonSamurrot. We are going to be bringing the Azumarill, Centiskorch, Seismitoad, Mandibuzz, Vaporeon, and Serena. Now, this team it actually took me a while to decide. It took me about an hour or so to come up with this team, just because Samurot's team has a lot of different modes you can go in, and honestly, I think his team is probably one of the most solid teams out there, just because it has a definite mode in. Oh, I have fast mons. I can go Rain. I have access to like Scarf Hydreigon. Or do you say Hydreigon or Hydreigon? Tell me in the comments below. And then he also has Fat Walls, and Blissey, Magneton, even Cofagrigus and Reuniclus. But he also has Reuniclus and Cofagrigus there for the Trick Room option, and he has some very powerful Trick Room Pokemon in Copperjaw, Machamp, Ditto, or not Ditto, it's Trick Room, but Copperjaw, Machamp, and Magneton and Marowak. And it can also just hit very hard. Now, looking at his team, I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure what option he would go, but I decided, alright, we're gonna prep for Rain, just because actually most of the stuff that we have that beats Rain is also actually pretty good against his Trick Room stuff. Now, the one thing to note here is you look at our team, we have 3 water type Pokemon. One thing to note is that Copperjaw freaks them all up. You want to know why? Hold on, people. Hold on. Copperjaw gets Seed Bomb, I think. No, it doesn't. It gets Power Whip. And this thing is 130. Okay, Sheer Force doesn't. Okay, Sheer Force doesn't happen, but like a Life Orb Power Whip is probably going to, well, it's gonna one-shot. It's definitely one-shotting Seismitoad. May even one-shot Vaporeon, although I'm not exactly so sure, since we're very defensive Vaporeon. And it's gonna do a lot of damage to Azu. But luckily, our other 3 Pokemon can deal. They can deal with Copperjaw quite well, and it basically just comes down to stalling out the Trick Room turns. And even then, we gotta be careful because Copperjaw also gets access to Stealth Rock. So Stealth Rock is going to be that Copperjaw is his Stealth Rocker for the team, so we actually do have to be pretty careful about that. Also, it gets Rock Slide. This thing gets so many Rock type moves. It gets Steel Roller, so you again fails if no terrain. Okay, it gets Rock Slide. I don't think it gets Stone Edge. No, it gets Stone Edge, so we're diddly screwed. So Copperjaw was a huge threat for my opponent, so I think he is going to bring the Copperjaw. I mean, just Copperjaw is just so good against my team. The only true counter to it is literally just outside of Trick Room. And we're actually gonna calc if we're just gonna say UU Stealth Rock. But we're gonna give him like attack. We're gonna give him attack, and we're gonna go our Seismitoad, and this Seismitoad set that we have is a choice banded Seismitoad set. Now I'm kind of going all over the place with the team. So okay, looking at the matchup, I knew that I would need ways to counter rain. But if I want Seismitoad, if I just want the regular like a knockoff Scald Seismitoad, it wouldn't exert a lot of offensive pressure, which I needed for this team because I know, like, yeah, we have ways to deal with stuff with Azu and Vaporeon, but I'm not used to playing more of defense, like very defensive. Like, I can play a defensive play style, but I'm not used to playing defensive teams. I'm more used to playing, like, more balance-oriented teams. So what I wanted to do was, okay, that's someone else. What I wanted to do, oh, you can't see my Discord notifications, I don't think, but I can. What I wanted to do was say, alright, I'm going to bring a check to rain, but I'm also going to make it so it's banded and this thing hits hard. Base 95 attack stat choice band is going to destroy stuff. So if you look at the calculator, I don't even know how to spell this thing's name, just because I never use this mon. But OU offensive. Are we adamant? I don't even know. We're adamant as well, so this thing is going to be hitting so incredibly hard. So he's going to be hitting so incredibly hard. So look at this. Alright, so we just need to plug in Earth Power, or Earthquake, excuse me. Earthquake is going to be a guaranteed one-hit KO on Copper Jaw, unless they're running 252. If they're running 252 bold, 252. If they're running 252 defensive, which I don't think you would against my team, just because you see I don't know, I have Vaporeon, and you obviously want your Copperjaw to be more offensive just against my team, just because you have the power of the Heavy Slam. I mean, this thing is meant to deal damage. But that Earthquake, even let's say if you're a 252 max, like even let's say if they are bold, it still has a 25% chance to OHKO, and let's say they're not 252. Excuse me. Yeah, let's say they're not 252, but let's say they're 252 bold. It's a guaranteed knockout on Seismitoad. So not on Copperjaw. So I really wanted a banded Seismitoad because I knew like we needed a rain counter. We needed something to be defensive, and this thing beats Copperjaw outside of Trick Room. You have to constantly keep in mind that Copperjaw has a beautiful moveset, so it's going to be very difficult to break it. Seismitoad, another thing, Rock Slide is also, or we didn't really want Rock Slide, but we're going to track what a knockoff does to a Reuniclus. UU, Calm Mind, sure, why not? No. Okay, we want Reuniclus Trick Room. How much is a knockoff doing, though? Okay, Earthquake's doing a lot, but how much is a knockoff doing to this thing? I mean, it's not calc correctly, but it has some HP investment. Knockoff's doing a lot. If they're more special attack, and they're probably going to be full HP, though. Probably going to be full HP, so we actually just don't OHKO. Which is unfortunate. Which is unfortunate that we don't OHKO. But, does this thing get taunt? It does not get taunt. That's unfortunate. But like we can stall out the Trick Room with Mandibuzz and Vaporeon with that combination. So Seismitoad here, Liquidation also in the rain is going to be hitting stuff very hard. I'm pretty sure it one-shots Machamp. Probably one-shots Copperjaw. It's also a counter to Magneton. This thing deals with Magneton. I think pretty well. I'd say pretty well. So we want to be also, yeah, because Magneton can be a bit tough for our team. Just because we have 3 waters. So Seismitoad's there to deal with pretty much. It's not really there to deal with rain as much because it's gonna take a lot of damage from like a Hydro Pump, and we don't really know what set Kingdra is. But I think it's just more so to just apply the pressure and say, yeah, I have a water immunity. but it's also there to hit stuff like the Magneton, the Copper Jaw, outside of Trick Room, the Blissey. Blissey gets literally, I'm pretty sure this thing gets blown back. And we know this is going to be, yeah, Earthquake does over half. It's good. And that's bold 252, 252. So, Earthquake does a lot to this thing. So we're not running the generic regular Seismitoad that gets walled by Blissey. We're running a banded Seismitoad because we want to make sure that we're covering all our options here. I think that's one of the best plays that we can make. Seismitoad's just there to exert a lot of offensive pressure. It's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be a surprise mon, just because I guess I'm assuming my opponent is not going to expect a banded Seismitoad. And it's going to be one of those things where it's going to put on a lot of work, because a lot of the stuff that can switch into normal Seismitoad does not switch into a banded Seismitoad. Also, we just have a lot of good switch-ins for his team. We have a lot of coverage. We do have to be careful around the Trick Room. We're going to talk about Centiskorch here and why I brought Centiskorch. The reason why we brought Centiskorch was Centiskorch is actually really good under Trick Room. It does not deal well with rain at all. Like, this thing will die to rain. No doubt, this thing dies to rain. 100% it does. But, I mean, it probably can live like a Scald from a Pelipper. Maybe, like, revenge kill it, but the main reason why I'm bringing Centiskorch is, if you're looking at his team, you see, yo, he has the Magneton, and he's the Machamp, some pretty, like, offensive Pokemon under Trick Room. He has the Copper Jaw. Now, granted, he has Rock-type moves, so again, we're just gonna have to play around that. But if we can position Centiskorch outside of Trick Room, and honestly, it deals well with Uniclus, Blissey, and Cofagrigus. Abomasnow if he brings it, but I don't think he's gonna bring Abomasnow. I don't think he's gonna bring Abomasnow. It also deals with Hydreigon. Actually, not really, but kinda. But it's just there to switch in and take those resisted hits. Can deal with Magneton as well. Just there to be a switch in to stall out those turns. But we do have to be careful of the rock type move, because our team is actually pretty weak to rock type moves in general. So we're going to move on to Vaporeon. Vaporeon is just going to be the cleric for the team. It's just going to be the cleric and the healer. We put Heal Bell on instead of Toxic because I have Toxic on Serena. I'll get over to that in a second. But I wanted Heal Bell just because Blissey can be an issue, and I'm not used to facing, like, I'm not a singles player, right? So I might make an incorrect play and might let my opponent get a Toxic off on one of my Pokemon when I should have maybe like switched out, or maybe would have went and substituted, you know what I mean? So Heal Bell's there just to get rid of those Toxics. And if they go for a burn, like if they get a burn on something, like Cofagrigus can get Will-O-Wisp on my Seismitoad if they know I'm banded. So being able to recover that burn is going to be very important here. This is going to be more of an in-depth analysis going into the battle, because I really fear AttackonSamurrott's teams more than Eric's. I had a more favorable matchup against Eric's team, but AttackonSamurrott's team, in my opinion, is more a lot more, or it has form to it. You know, you look at the team and you know like what it's supposed to do. And it has modes that it can operate that both are very effective and both I had to play around. And also AttackonSamurrott, he's a good player, you know, so we gotta be careful about that. So yeah, alright, so Mandibuzz is here just to be able to switch in and out, being able to stall out those turns at Trick Room. Because Mandibuzz, we're running a pretty defensive Mandibuzz, so hopefully Mandibuzz is going to be the main stall for Trick Room, constantly being able to roost, being able to foul play. It pretty much hits a bunch of the Trick Room mons for a lot of damage. See, that Mandibuzz, we have to conserve Mandibuzz here. I think if we're going to conserve Pokemon, it is be Seismitoad and Mandibuzz. I'll get into Ozzy in a bit. But Mandibuzz is going to be a key part in being able to stall out that Trick Room. Just because it's going to be able to take pretty much any hit from anything. The only thing it probably can't take is if Copper Jaw is banded, which honestly wouldn't be the worst, just because then we can switch into it easier. But if Copper Jaw is banded, that could be an issue. The Marowak Donut is going to hurt, but yet again a foul play just obliterates that then. Magneton's the only thing we can't switch in with Mandibuzz, but again we have dedicated counters to Magneton in this arena, in this Scorch, and in the Seismitoad. So again, it's just all about it's like chess. You gotta play your pawns right. You gotta play each of your pieces right in order to win. And that's what this battle is gonna be more than anything. Not about exerting that super offensive pressure, just being able to constantly get in a favorable position, to be constantly able to be somewhat on top, and you know, being able to like chip at my opponent's team and wear it down enough to a point where then I can just pick it off. Alright, so the next member we brought is, well, okay, so we went over Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is more defensive. It has a little bit of Spadef, so it can deal with the Hydreigon and Rain just a little bit better, and maybe even the Reuniclus. We are running Big Packs because, I don't know, if you wanted to run, I mean, like, I don't think there's any reason to not run Big Packs. I mean, I don't see a reason. We're leftovers just to get that recovery, and we have Default just in case he does bring Rocks and Copper Jaw. Seismitoad is pretty good here with the Water Absorb. Cinescorch, like I explained what Cinescorch does. We're gonna go to Azu real quick because we already explained it Vaporeon. Azu is a sub Belly Drum set. I wanted to substitute just to saw in terms of Trick Room. Aqua Jet's very good in the rain, so it can pick, honestly, for Trick Room, it can pick a lot of weakened stuff off. Play Rough is going to be able to hit stuff really freaking hard. It hits a lot of his team hard, and Aqua Jet's just good to be able to pick up those KOs, and it has enough bulk to where it can switch in during Trick Room and be able to operate pretty well. But I'm not going minus speed on Azu just because I wanted to outspeed the Trick Room stuff outside of Trick Room and not be stuck in a situation where, oh, I'm forced to go for Aqua Jet and it doesn't KO. But Azu's just kind of there to switch into stuff. It can switch into a Kingdra. I mean, obviously not preferable, but it can if it really wants to. It can switch in to a Machamp. Not really to a Copper Jaw, but maybe, yeah, like to a Marowak probably, be able to live the hit just because Azu's thick. And then be able to retaliate with an Aqua Jet. Then we have Serena, and this is an interesting set. We're running Power Whip and High Jump Kick with substitute Toxic. The reason why we're running this sort of set is I wanted Power Whip because that hits Marowak, that gets chip damage on the Machamp, Reuniclus, Blissey, Kingdra, Pelipper, and whatnot, and the Cofagrigus. And we wanted High Jump Kick because Serena is a mon that I want to stay in with. I want to go for the like substitute and stuff, and I don't want, you know, to be stuck in a situation where I go for the substitute and then he switches in a Pokemon like a Magneton or Hydreigon, and now I'm like, well, I can't really do much. So I did put High Jump Kick on for those moments. Hopefully we won't miss. Cleanly Majesty, just because neither ability helps us, and maybe he would run, I don't know, a quick attack on a random mon that I don't know. Okay, hold on. The only instance that I figured this would be useful is a Bullet Punch. We can switch into a Bullet Punch from a champ and be able to get good positioning off on it. But that is a team. I'm just, we know what we want to do against Trick Room. Some possible leads here. I could lead Seismitoad, I could lead, I'm thinking either a Seismitoad or a Mandibuzz. Now I don't know if I want to lead Seismitoad, just because I don't want Seismitoad taking that early game damage. So I think honestly either for a first turn lead, an Azumarill or a Mandibuzz lead suits me just fine. And actually, we're back. A lot of editing is going to be going into this video. Holy crap. Just so we, alright, there we go. There we go. Here we go. Is this the proper team? Bushido game week 2. Select the format. We're gonna be OU. Yes, this is it. Alright. Good luck, have fun. Okay, so we actually brought Abomasnow, which is fucking crazy. Alright, so you see Cofagrigus, Magneton, Abomasnow, Pelipper, Marrow, and the Kingdra. So I could lead Azu, but we have to know. Wait a second, if I lead Azu on my sub, then we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, I have an idea. So he led. Okay, so he. What did he not bring? He didn't bring Copper Jaw, which is so good for us. I was so scared. So he did bring Abomasnow, so we do have to be worried about that, because actually Abomasnow Actually, I didn't even look at it. That thing screws up my team so much. If that thing gets a, does it get rock? It does get rock. All right, so we do have to be very, very careful of Abomasnow. I should have brought Taunt. Yeah, Abomasnow, we're gonna have to stall out Trigger in order to. If I lead Azu against it, Azu looks pretty good. It can hit everything on his team. I can go substitute turn 1 if he leads Copper Giga, so we're gonna actually lead Azu here, I think, because I mean, if I lead Mandibuzz, what does Mandibuzz do? It gets off a foul play. But then he can bring in Magneton. But if I lead Azu, we get. I can only lead Mandibuzz. Okay, this isn't terrible. I don't think he's. We're gonna see. He's gonna go for Blizzard here, I think. Should I just U-turn? I think I'll just U-turn for Chip, and I think I'm gonna go Scorch here. He's just gonna go for the Leech Seed. And we know he's slow, Abomasnow. I could go for the Fire Lash, but we know he's gonna go Pelipper here. So if he goes Pelipper, my best move is to go Azu, I think. No, because we need Azu. If he goes Pelipper, should I go Toad and Rock Slide? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Toad here. So, and I'm just going to go for, do I knock off here? I don't really know what I want to do. I'm just gonna Rock Slide here. Because it also hits Abomasnow for super effective if he switches Abomasnow back in. Which I think he might switch Abomasnow back in. He could go for like a U-turn here. He could switch in Abomasnow. Alright. So we see Abomasnow is a Leech Seed, which means he's probably a Protect variant. Leech Seed Protect variant, which is good to know. He is going to go for the Hurricane. We actually don't KO the Pelipper here, which is very, very bad for us. And we actually still need Swampert. He just went for the Hurricane, but I don't really know what I want to go into here. Should I go into Vaporeon and then let it take these hits? I mean, that's a tough call, because I still need Seismitoad to deal with these Trick Room threats. Definitely still need Seismitoad. That Rock Slide damage was nice though. Knockoff could have done more. What I can do is I can. Mandibuzz is gonna take some damage. 227, 442. Alright, we're gonna go Vaporeon here. That does so much. He specs. That specs. Okay. I have an idea. We'll Protect here. We'll Protect. Because he specs. His Pelipper specs. So he brought Fire. So his Pelipper specs. So it's actually a good play. What do I want to do here? I think he's gonna Rock Slide. Because he knows that I have Scorch. I'm gonna go Seismitoad. Because I don't really have another switch in that I'd rather switch into. I'm gonna go Seismitoad here. He's gonna go for the sub. I can just go for the knockoff here. Snow Warning. Wait a second, I need to think this through. So Mandibuzz was faster. Okay, so he's not Min Speed. He's not Min Speed on this. Leechy substitute Giga Drain. Okay. He's not Min Speed on this. Is he? He has to be. I'm gonna go Scorch, I think. I'm just gonna go Fire Lash. If he has Rock Slide, this is. He can sub. Yeah, he can sub here. Sub here is gonna be annoying. I actually can go for the Leech Life. Knock out the Pelipper, so that's really good. So Pelipper's down. That thing was definitely specs. That did way too much. So that was good. We knocked out the Pelipper. Because I don't even know if Fire Lash would have KO'd there. Just because he resisted it. Plus the rain. Like, I don't know. He's gonna bring in his Kingdra here. He's going to probably just go for Hurricane, if I'd have to guess. Yeah, he's probably just gonna go for Hurricane here. I'm gonna go Mana Buzz. Yeah, so we eat nothing, then I can go Vaporeon on the Liquidation to then Wish. I can go Vaporeon on the Liquidation to Wish. As he can go Abomasnow though. He can go Abomasnow on this. But we know we can Wish and go Scorch. So I can go for a Wish here. Just gonna Hurricane. Nice. You can go for a Wish. And I might as well go for a Scald. He's gonna go Magneton, so this is actually good damage on the Magneton. Really good damage on the Magneton, actually. As he's going to probably go for a Thunderbolt here, if I were to have to guess. We might be faster than his Magneton, just because his Abomasnow's fast. I could go Serena here. Which I think I do want to go Serena. He is gonna go for the Toxic. I'll actually set up a I don't really know how I want to deal with this. I'll set up a sub here. As I can just go for the high jump kick. Ah, damn it. Okay, so we made a terrible play. We made a really bad play. He gets Trick Room up. Fuck. Okay, that's actually really bad. I don't really know what I want to do here, though. I could go for the Toxic and try to whittle this thing down. How much is Power Whip going to be doing? I'm gonna go for the Power Whip, I think. You can go Pain Split. I'd rather Toxic here. Yeah, we just haven't been playing this one. Alright, so the video just cut because I ran out of storage. Alright, so we did not use our Serena well. But I still think we're in a decent position. I don't think it's great, but I don't think we're in the worst position possible. Because this Aqua Jet probably... Hold on, your Magneton is slow. I'm gonna go Scorch here, and what I can do is, because we know he's gonna go the Kingdra here, I can actually just go for a Leech Life. Because he's probably going to go the Kingdra. Do I want to Leech Life, or is that just a really bad play if he stays in? If he stays in, it is a bad play. If he switches out, it's good, but I'd rather just knock off. He's going to go Marowak, so we actually get more out of that turn. Because his Thick Club's gone, and he's just going to get a Stone Edge here. He's actually just going to Sing. We can, if he's min speed, the Substitute is actually really good for us. Thank God he misses 2 Sings. So we can go for the Aqua Jet here. I'm just gonna go for the Aqua Jet, I think. So now we can just go for the Aqua Jet again, or we can go for the Play Rough here. And actually, I'm going to, because we know he's probably just gonna switch out to conserve this thing. Oh, thank God. Alright, so we actually made a pretty bad play in not Aqua Jetting, actually going for the Play Rough. Because damage on the Azumarill there would have been actually really good. He is going to go Magneton here. He is just going to go for the Thunderbolt, and we actually don't eat that as well as I would like to. And I need health on Scorch. So does Azu clean up here? We can beat King Jiro 1v1, I think. I think I do actually have to go for the Aqua Jet here just for damage. I do have to go Aqua Jet there for the damage. Then I can bring in Scorch. And I don't think a knockoff at this point. Okay, I think I need to Fire Lash. Does a knockoff KO? I mean, it's Magneton though. I'm gonna Fire Lash. Cause he could save. Yeah, he's gonna save it, I think. I'm gonna knock off here. I think I have to if I want to win against Kingdra. Okay, so he does switch out to Kingdra, so we do get the knockoff onto his Life Orb. He can just go for the flip turn, which is what I'm concerned about, because he knows I have an obvious switch in the liquidation. If you is he going to actually just go? Oh, is he's liquidation for a Scorch possibly? He knows he shouldn't just go for it. I think he's just gonna go for flip turn, right? So we need to make a call. If he's flip turning, what's he flip turning out to? Probably the Cofagrigus. I'm gonna Fire Lash here. So like, okay, so we just made a bad play there. So now we just lose. Oh boy. Why? Okay, so we've been making some. Well, we don't actually lose now. I can go Mandibuzz, and I can click Foul Play. I can click Roost here. Since we knocked off his Life Orb, he's not taking any damage. I can U-turn. I can go Vaporeon. And I can go for Scald here. She's gonna land the Hurricane, but you know, I'm just gonna Wish here. And I'm just going to go for another Scald. So Kingdra goes down. He's gonna bring in Magneton. But if he brings in Magneton, he goes for the Thunderbolt, but he gets in Man. Yeah, I don't know if we win this. And now we definitely don't win this. That's for sure. I don't actually know what I want to do here. I don't know what I want to do. If we can get rid of the Abomasnow, we might be able to win. I think I need to Protect with Vaporeon. Vaporeon, it's not looking amazing here. I might as well just go for the Skull for some residual damage. If we can get the burn here, that'd be nice. We actually don't get the burn though. I can just Protect here again. I can try to go for the Protect here if I need to. I can go for the Scald. You can go Mandibuzz, and default gets rid of. Does it get rid of Leech Seed? It does not. I'll U-turn then. He goes for. I'm gonna U-turn again, just because he shouldn't. He should probably sub here. He goes Leech Seed. So I'm forced to Roost here. I can go for the Foul Play though. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing. Oh, he's Iron Defense Body Press, so then it's GG. So then it's GG. I made so many mistakes in this game. I made so many mistakes in this game. And I'm not happy with how I played this. We're gonna test something. I just want to defog here. Alright, so that was the battle. We didn't play well at all. And we didn't play well at all. Wow. So many, like, thank you, specs on Pelipper. Banned on Toad. Alright, so we need to look over that match, just see what I could have done better. There's so many plays that I just did not make. I was trying to overpredict. That it just didn't work out, and definitely could have played a little bit better. Just a bit annoying from my part. Banned on Toad. Alright. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna review this battle just because we did a lot of prep beforehand. Might have been a roll. Like, nah. I don't think so. But I didn't calc. Alright. So we're gonna okay, no, we screwed that up. Hold on. Let's find a user. Please tell me you're still in the match. Yes, you are. Okay, thank God. Adamant. I was adamant. Alright. And we're gonna make an instant replay of this. So he leads Abomasnow, we lead Mandibuzz turn 1. Abomasnow was a huge issue for my team. And we did not play our center scores correctly. So we went for the U-turn turn 1, which I think was the correct play. We went into our center scorch, and he went for the lead seed. And we knew he was either gonna switch into the Pelipper and the Kingdra here, so we make the double? We made the double into the Seismitoad, which took so much from the Hurricane, which really was annoying. Like, thank you. This battle was a learning experience. I made some good plays, but a lot of not so great ones that I can learn from. Alright, so we go for the Rock Salt on the Pelipper, which, looking back on it, did we have a switch into this? I mean, we could've went Mandibuzz, and we could've roosted him out, so I probably should've went Mandibuzz there. But then Mandibuzz invites Magneton, but then I can go Seismitoad. So I think that was the first mistake, letting Seismitoad take chip damage. That was the first mistake there. And Vaporeon takes 1,000,000% from Specs Hurricane. He goes Abomasnow. I just go for the Protect, which I don't think was the right play. I think maybe I should have just went for the Wish. I switch out to the Seismitoad to sack it, but he's actually sub Leech Seed, so that didn't actually work out so well. He went for the Gig Drain there. So I think that was my first play. I just really did not play well with my Seismitoad because Seismitoad played such an integral part into this match. And so honestly, looking back on it, I played my Seismitoad very poorly. So hopefully next week I can definitely do better. But I'm like, yeah, thank you, man. But yeah, hopefully. Thanks for the battle. Thanks for the battle. Thanks for the fun battle. So I'm trying to think. So Seismitoad played such a really good role in this match. Marrow, what was Marrow? Set was wild. That set was wild. Yeah, so I go Center Scorch here. He goes for the Leech Seed. I just go for the Fire Lash just because I don't think he would switch out at that point. And then he goes his Pelipper, and then so I predict that. And, I just go for the Leech Life so we can get some recovery. But we get a little recovery there. He goes Kingdra. I go Mandibuzz because I knew he was gonna Hurricane. And then I double to Vaporeon. because I knew he was gonna I knew he was gonna go Hydro Pump. He goes for the Hurricane. I go for the Wish here. See, I just did not play this right. So I go for the Wish. I go for Scald, which does lots of Magneton. That burn would have been so nice though. And now what I do is I go Serena, and here's when I start. Here's when I start to lose it. I misplayed my Serena hard, and while I was clicking the buttons, I knew he was going to play around the Serena. So I think that's one thing that I just don't know why. Sometimes I just don't know why I do things. Like guys, I will say I am a good player, but I will say I'm an inconsistent player. Because he protects as we go for the substitute. GG, man. And now he goes Cofagrigus. And I knew he was going to switch out to Cofagrigus here. As we still go for the high jump kick. So we actually just lose our Serena there, like a dingus. So, yet again, we played Seismitoad poorly. We basically lost our Serena for absolutely nothing. Serena did nothing in this battle when Serena should have done a lot. So, we misplayed our Seismitoad. We misplayed our Serena. And then he's going to go Magneton as we go for the Toxic. So we misplay our Serena completely. We go Centiskorch, and I was debating whether to high jump kick there, and I really wanted to high jump kick and make the play, but I didn't have the balls. And yet again, nowadays I just don't have the balls to make these predictions. So I'm already not playing well. I already lost my Seismitoad and my Serena. So he goes Marowak. I go for the knockoff on his Thick Club, which is great. I go Azu. He misses the Sing, thank God. Aqua Jet does literally nothing. I go for the sub. Aqua Jet does actual nothing to this thing. He's gonna go for the Boomerang. He's gonna land both. I make an over prediction, and I go for the Play Rough, even though I should have just went for the Aqua Jet. So, you know, I don't really know what I was doing there. Then he's gonna go Magneton. I go for the Aqua Jet for just damage, when I should have actually kept the Azumarill. Actually, yeah, I just needed Aqua Jet damage, I think, because I didn't really have a switch into this, and that was my problem. I sacked Seismitoad and Serena too easily, and now Magneton became a problem there. So it was basically just going into this match, I knew it was going to be a play. It was going to be a matter of, like, I had the chance to win this, I know I did, but we didn't use our pieces right. We did not use our individual pieces right, our chess pieces. We misused the Seismitoad chess piece, and we misused the Serena chess piece, and actually overall we didn't play extremely well, I'm not gonna lie. We played subpar at the very best. He's just gonna go Liquidation. I could have switched out to Serena or to Vaporeon, which I always should have done, but yet again I didn't. So I sacked my Centiskorch right there, and Centiskorch was my only counter to Abomasnow. So yet again, you can see my plays aren't making sense. Like, I should always go Vaporeon, even if he doubles to like if he doubled to the Abomasnow there, we'd be kind of screwed. That's what I thought he was gonna do, but he didn't. So I'm making these plays that don't ultimately make sense. You know what I mean? So I'm making these really weird plays, and these Dragon Dance games are weird, but you know, cool set I suppose. So actually that's a cool set. So I go Vaporeon, and we take 17% from the Hurricane, but Scald's not gonna do a lot, and we can actually snag the burn, which is super nice. But I'm looking at it from this point, like, I just did not play this well. I did not play my pieces right. Seismitoad should have put in a lot more work. Serena should have put in a lot more work. And Centiskorch should. But I misused actually all of these mods. I misused every single mod on my team. Now I might be sounding a little mad, but I'm just kind of going through the battle. I'm just thinking, what could I have done better? What could I have done better? Number one, play my Serena better. Honestly, if I was a goat, I should have high jump kicked the Cofagrigus a second time. That would have been probably pretty good. Because look, yeah, I mean we just didn't play this one well. We weren't as super hyper focused. We didn't account for everything. So next week we will do better at just actually playing better. I don't really know what happened here. I'm not gonna lie. This is what annoys me though. You know what you're doing wrong, but it's hard to fix it. So he's just gonna have a Draco. He's not gonna do a lot. Go for the Skull, but at this point it's pretty much over. He has Abomasnow, he has Magneton that he can go into. Vaporeon is able to live Thunderbolt here from Magneton, but it doesn't matter. It's when he gets the Para, but it just doesn't matter. Skull is gonna be able to KO the Magneton. It doesn't matter at this point. He is Abomasnow. I just go for the protect. He's gonna go for the lead seed. It doesn't matter. I'm making these good plays, but they are washed away and washed down by these poor plays. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go for the protect here. He's just gonna Giga Drain. At this point, I'm just trying to stall the hail turns, but then I realized like Rodriguez can trigger him, so it doesn't even matter at this point. If I would have run protect, I probably would have been in a better spot because then we probably could have stalled him out. But you know, he was running our defense body press, so at the end of the day, I don't know if it really mattered. We're just gonna go for the U-turn, but we realize he is Blizzard as his last, and that does a lot to Mandibuzz, but it's not quite a two-shot. So I'm going to go for the U-turn here. He's just going to go for Lychee, and then I realized at that point it's game. Pretty much, as he's just going to switch up to the Cofagrigus. I'm just going to go for the Roost here, but at this point it doesn't really matter. So I think, honestly, we had the chance to win this battle, but we just played very poorly overall, and that just shows you that even though, because I prepared, I think, an hour and a half for this, even if you prep so much for something, you can still lose just because you don't play your mons right. I did not play Seismitoad right, I did not play Serena right, I did not play safe, I played not even aggressive. I think in this match I just played stupid, and you know, that's one thing. There's a difference between playing aggressive and playing stupid, and in this battle it obviously did not work out for us. I still think I played decent. I don't think I played well. I think we should have went Mandibuzz on the Pelipper instead of the Seismitoad. Because Rock Slide wasn't going to KO. We're going to take a lot from Hurricane. Then Seismitoad's uselessness, because its HP is low, is just completely, just like very, the value isn't as good because its HP is low. Serena was there to counter the Magneton. Serena was there to counter the Marowak. Serena was there to maybe even be a Cofagrigus counter with Toxic. But it wasn't. Just because we played poorly. We misused our mons. We didn't play safe. We sacked mons that made no sense. Like, we made some decent plays around the Kingdra and like going in for the Hurricane plus Liquidation combo, but it just didn't work out in the end. Just because you can have good plays, but if you make bad plays throughout, it's not gonna work. But thoughts on week 2? Like, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. Very cool. AttackonSamurrot brought a very cool set, and Abomasnow actually wrecked my team. I didn't really think about that all that much. Now that I'm looking at it, Abomasnow actually just kind of cucks my team over really hard. But yet again, like, GG's to AttackonSamurrot. He definitely deserved the win, just because like I did not play well. Like I didn't play well. Positioning was definitely not my strong suit here. Like in week one, we like played pretty well. We positioned well, but this week we didn't. So I think one thing we gotta work on is positioning, and is using our mons to their effectiveness. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy week 2, smash the like button down below, guys. It really help it out. And we're gonna be posting week 3. We are now 1-1 in the draft. But this is our first draft, so as we get better with singles, we'll obviously do better, because it's one thing with singles is it's hard to do great in them, especially against more experienced players like AttackonSamurrot. But you know, Specs Vaporeon's interesting that he mentioned, but you know, look, it's a Gen 7 OU 1535. He's a good OU player. You know what I mean? I'm just not really. But still had fun with this video. And if you guys enjoyed, smash the link down below. And please subscribe for more content. And stay tuned for week 3. Anyways, guys, peace.